So let me talk a little bit about the motivation section because, as you've probably heard me talk about, that's what's behind all this. You've got to have some motivation to make a complete change in your life because it was 1 year ago I made a hugely big change in terms of my eating. So I've been using Huel, lost 25 plus kilos. I think it's like 27 now, but certainly more than 25. And that's a lot of pounds. The weird thing living in Europe is you stop remembering what pounds are. Anyway, the Christian bit isn't something that happened a year ago. A year ago was just when I made the decision to completely change my whole eating bit, and I hadn't really made a commitment on the exercise at that point, because exercising when you're that fat is just pointless. When I started the running bit, I had to use this app called Couch to 5K. And that was pretty weird because I couldn't run 60 seconds, much less an hour like I'm running now. I mean, that's, just amazing. But it's possible, but it does take a long, long time. Anyway, most of you hear me refer to a lot of the stuff that I'm doing, both with Hillsong and the Life Church. But there's the YouVersion of the Bible has all these devotional readings, and a bunch of us are going through one by a guy named Francis Chan right now called Disciples Making Disciples. And I think I'll just read this one line from the beginning of it, where he says, "Somehow many have come to believe that a person can be a Christian without being like Christ. A follower doesn't follow. How does that make any sense?" And I just love that quote. How does that make any sense? Because the church as we see it today is really big on following the regulations of the church, but following the regulations of Christ, oh, they have very little time for that. But anyway, that's a little bit about the motivation today. See you guys next week, and have a great weekend.